Hi, and welcome to EDUCROSSROADS Podcast. I'm Dr. Barbara Flores Caballero, Faculty Advisor of the Future Teachers Club at Bronx Community College. I'm the creator and producer of this show. Join our hosts, students from the Future Teachers Club, as we explore the biggest issues in education through diverse voices, sharing stories and ideas that inspire and spark conversation. Spread the word.
Hi everyone, welcome to EDUCROSSROADS Podcast. I am Kimberly, Lora, and today we have a special guest, a Bronx Community College alum who does amazing things since graduating. She's been a student leader, and now she's part of BCC team, helping students succeed behind the scene. I am so excited to have her to share her journey and her stories and give some great advice. Here today we have Jasmine Taby.
Hi.
How are you, Jasmine?
Hi, Kimberly. I am pleased to be here today with you. It's a pleasure.
It's wonderful to have you here and for you to share your ideas and your experience here at Bronx Community College.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So let's get started. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey at BCC? What first inspired you to pursue education here?
Oof, that is a great question. I pride myself in telling my story because I do understand that it might be a little bit out of the norm. I first immigrated here through a student exchange program back in 2018. I met the love of my life, guilty, and had to go back to Italy, which is my country of origin. And I continued college over there, and then the pandemic happened, and me and my current husband were like, we should get married. You should come and move to the U.S. And I was like, what about college? What about everything I'm doing? He's like, you can continue here. So I then officially moved here and started applying to colleges. And lots of colleges started rejecting me or not accepting my credits and more. So I had to start educating myself about how does college work in the U.S. I had no idea. Although I'm not a first-generation college graduate, my mom has a PhD, but in another country. The college system here is completely different. So I am a first generation here in the U.S. So I found out what a community college is and what CUNY is and what Bronx Community College is. I reside in the Bronx, and I started investigating about the colleges that exist in the Bronx. And BCC was the very first college that gave me the opportunity to both count my credits and allow me to take classes here immediately. And for that, I will be forever grateful for that opportunity. I chose education because I have lots of educators in my family, and I myself love learning and engaging myself with individuals who are learning, who are expanding their knowledge. And I wanted to be part of that. I wanted to expose myself to both individuals who are learning and learn myself. That was the main reason why I chose education.
It's amazing how you chose your field of education.
Thank you.
And taking the moment to embrace and show other students how education can truly change your life and the field. You were the president of the Future Teachers Club. What was the experience like, and how did you shape your leadership skills?
It was shaky at the beginning.
Okay.
You know, once again, I was very unfamiliar with the American college experience. When I heard about a club, I was like, what are you talking about? What is this about? But Professor Flores actually guided me through and motivated me to try out something that I have never had the opportunity to do. Although I've always worked in nonprofits and given back to communities, I have never tried to be a student leader. And I loved it. I loved being part of that. And the main reason why I loved it, it was because it was during the pandemic. I started classes here back in 2022, which was still, the period while we were phasing off from the pandemic. Students were slowly coming back to school, were slowly returning to regular life. And restarting the Future Teachers Club was a fundamental part of that, was a big step towards bringing back students to the college, bringing back students to building that community. You know, as yourself, as part of the education program, you know the struggle of wanting to become a teacher. It's, you know, a path that's contradicting. You want to help others, but you also understand that there's rules and regulations that might be in the way of that process. So working together and learning from others' experience and knowledge can help you shape your own experience. And as the president of the Future Teachers Club, I had the opportunity to do that. We had guest speakers, we had the opportunity to connect with teachers, with people that were already teachers and people that were aiming to become teachers. And that was the great part of that journey. Trying to bring it back, starting to have meetings again, attending the club fair, and putting all those things back together. That was incredibly powerful in learning the structure of how to navigate that process, how to recruit people, how to talk to people who might be afraid, who might still be going through grief, who might still be collecting themselves from such a traumatic experience. So that greatly shaped my leadership, and I'll be forever thankful, and I might say this over and over and over, to the fact that I had the opportunity to do such thing.
Yes, the Future Teachers Club, and taking this moment for Dr. Barbara Caballero Flores, that really has helped us to build the skills as leadership.
Absolutely.
And one thing is to believe in ourselves.
Yes.
Because in the beginning, you start, wondering and doubt yourself. But Dr. Flores, she says, no, you could do this. And the club really has opened doors for yourself and for me too, and could help many students as well.
Absolutely.
With this, I say, what were the biggest challenges that you faced as a student, and how did you overcome them?
I'll go back to being somewhat of a first-generation student. Once again, I was completely clueless and unfamiliar with the whole, college process here in the U.S. and particularly New York City. I had no idea what FAFSA, what TAP, what financial aid, what the bursar office was. All of these names were completely unknown to me. Between navigating the English language and understanding what those terms meant, and the bureaucratic system of forms and deadlines and applications and, all of those very difficult parts of it, I had to fully invest myself in trying to figure out, how does it work? What do I have to do? Who do I need to talk to? At the same time, I also had to navigate the immigration system, applying for visas and getting permits and, all the huge issue that many of the students here, both at BCC and New York City, have to go through. So I would say those were the biggest challenge. And secondarily, building a community. That was probably one of the things I am to this day still working on. You come to a new country, to a new city, which is so busy, so active like New York City. Building a community doesn't happen overnight, and it's not easy. And again, I want to reflect back on the opportunity that BCC has given me to build a community. Within our name, Bronx Community College, it has given me the opportunity to build that community. And, to drop some names, I had incredible mentors like Professor Ted Ingram with the NYC Menteach, who has allowed me to build my leadership and knowledge and network abilities. And he's just one of the many, including Professor Flores, Dr. Johnson, and many others across the college, Vice President Bernard Gant, many, many more, who have allowed me both professionally and personally to develop, regardless of those challenges. So yes, those might have been challenges, but I see them as opportunities for me to grow. It might have been hard in that moment, but once I got over it, I was proud of myself, and I had learned a lesson that I was able to carry with myself forever.
I could definitely agree with you. The Department of Education and Academic Literacy really focus on the students to grow, to believe, and those are the tools that every student needs. So we could definitely say thank you to every staff and faculty in the Department of Education and Academic Literacy. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for believing in us.
Right. Thank you so
here.
much. Now, looking back, how did BCC help prepare you for your professional plan?
Yeah. That is, again, another great question. And it definitely connects to my journey in learning the college system. BCC is a place that is very compassionate towards their students. They understand their challenges, and they understand that this might be their very first time interacting with the university field. And the individuals that I met truly held my hand through that process. They helped me understand. They made me ask questions. They made me research and look up how could I go through those challenges. BCC also prepared me for the diversity that New York City really, has. After BCC, I went on graduating from City College in bilingual childhood education, and then afterwards changing to psychology. Thanks to BCC, I was able to learn how to communicate with my peers, how to consider their diverse cultural background, how to take that and make it part of the conversation, how to be sensitive about others' cultures and others' realities. Sometimes we forget that we're not the main character. We might be the main character in our own life, but we all have our own life. And it's easy to get caught up on that. But BCC truly taught me to sometimes set that aside. Be compassionate about others. Think about their perspective. Think about their reality, their culture, the way they view the world. Because of BCC, I was able to always put that in my perspective. Always think of others, because we are all truly different. When I sat in a classroom at BCC, there were people from all sorts of backgrounds, all ages, all different realities. My classmate might have had 2 children and worked a full-time job while juggling classes. Someone else was an international student that came from Ghana and is now learning the American world. Someone else is a freshman, fresh from high school, who just wanted to come to BCC. And all of us were sitting in that class together, working to achieve our goals. Although differently, we were still doing it. And BCC truly prepared me for that collaboration.
That's so great and wonderful of you sharing your story.
Thank you.
You're currently the assistant to the executive assistant of the VP of Enrollment. What does your role include, and what did you enjoy most about it?
Actually, the executive assistant of the vice president has been out on maternity leave for quite a while. And since then, I had to step up and become the assistant of the vice president, which has been a rocky and awesome experience. I have learned so much. I wouldn't even be able to put it in words and describe to you how much I have learned. But it has been an incredible experience to work amongst executive members, amongst other VPs, amongst other professionals at BCC, and see how the behind the scene works truly happens. There is so much going on at BCC to allow our students to sit in a classroom and, take classes and do homework. It is truly a work of art. There are so many mechanisms that are constantly working together across the college to allow for this machine to work all together. And having had the opportunity to work alongside Vice President Bernard Gant has been truly amazing. He's an incredible teacher, an incredible executive member who has guided me through this experience and has allowed me to grow and learn and question. I'm a very curious, eager person, and I ask lots of questions. And he has always made himself available to ask them. And not him alone. The registrar's office, the admissions office, financial aid, pre-college programs, academic programs, IT, all of the departments across the college have worked tirelessly together to make that happen. And I've had the opportunity to see both the challenges, the struggles, and the successes that they have together. So I truly value this experience. It's so hard to find words to describe how happy I am to be doing this. I love it.
Little did I know as a student, there were so much things happening behind the scene for every student to get the best education that they could receive. How did you transition from being a student leader to working in admissions at BCC?
Yeah, well, that was interesting. I initially started as a tutor for work study. So for work study, when I was a student here, I was a tutor for the education department, actually, and helped out some of the students. Because I got more familiar with the work environment at BCC, I then applied to become a college assistant. And I initially had applied for the bursar's office, but the enrollment management department had reached out because they saw my resume and they were interested in giving me an opportunity, or interviewing at least for the opportunity. And the rest is history. I basically started as a college assistant there and continued growing my experience while also juggling school and other, personal life endeavors. I think it was truly just putting yourself out there. Yes, I was a student, but most of our students here at BCC are not just students. They're parents, they're workers, they're caregivers, they're caretakers. They do lots of things. They're multifaceted. And I am myself multifaceted. And being a student was not just a block for me not to pursue other opportunities or other experiences. And that's how I saw it. And that's why I was like, oh, I want to do something more. I want to stay within this college. I love it here. I want to do something for the college as it has done for me.
That's great. What advice would you give to students who want to get more involved in campus, like joining or leading a club?
Ooh. Do it right now. Go sign up. First of all, use the BCC website. The BCC website is there to help you. Look up professors' names, look up chair department names, search their emails, find their emails, reach out to them, and inquire about if there is a club with this specific name that you might be interested in, or do you want to start your own club? Figure out what are the rules to do that, and then do it. Research first, and then apply it. You don't have to dedicate 20 hours a week doing it. I think that's the thing that usually stops a lot of the students. They fear that they won't have the time to do it because it takes a lot of time. It can start with 1 hour a week, 2 hours a week. It doesn't necessarily have to be that huge load of time. Surround yourself with a community of people that can help you. You don't have to do it alone. Just like you said, Professor Flores was both there for me and here for you now. You're not alone in this. You're the president, but you have a vice president, a secretary, and you guys can help each other. And it should always be like that. Surround yourself with like-minded people who want to accomplish things just like you do. And try it. Don't be afraid to fail, but make sure you plan. Make sure that when you do something, you have the intention to do it. You might not be sure about exactly what's going to happen, because you can plan, but you also have to prepare that the plan might not go the way you want it to go.
Yes.
That could happen too.
That could happen, definitely.
But don't let that scare you from not even taking that opportunity. Take it, embrace it for what it is, whether you're afraid or not, just like us sitting right here. And go with it, explore it, learn from it. You might not be interested in being in the Future Teachers Club. You might want to join the video game club. Go join that. You want to start your own club? Go start it. Don't let that stop you. And it doesn't have to end at clubs. It could be other experiences. It could be movements. It could be student groups. It could be sports. It could truly be whatever you want. This is your time to be creative and lobby for yourself. Fight for what you want. We are here to serve you. And sometimes you have to tell us what's your plan. We don't know until you tell us.
And I think just putting everything together, what you mentioned, is go for it. And just do it. I love what you just said. Just do it. And you have people around you. It's a team. It's not like you're doing it by yourself. You have people that will guide you, give you advice, and just believe in you and say, yes, you could do this. Or, maybe if you do this, it will come out better. But you have someone guiding you and being there for you.
Absolutely.
How do you see your current role contributing to student success and the college missions overall?
All right. I currently do a variety of different things, but the main thing I do truly enjoy doing is guiding the students through their challenges. As the face-fronting office in the office of the vice president, we often get students who are frustrated or having a difficult time who are going through, challenges, either
Mhm.
with navigating the system or personal challenges. So I do find lots of pride in dedicating myself, trying to guide them through that, talking with them, understanding what challenges they're facing, and how could we best assist them. Sometimes students just need a moment to sit down and talk.
Yeah.
They're humans. We are all
Mhm.
humans. We all go through hard times.
Mhm.
And imagine navigating life generally and adding school on top of it, who you are unfamiliar with, potentially.
Mhm.
Lots of our students are first generation once again. So they might not know what is going on. They might not know how to do it.
Mhm.
And it is our role to guide them through that and support them through that. When it comes to the college mission, I think our goal is to help our students succeed. And that is my goal too. My goal is see our students grow, learn, and fill up their luggage with lots of information, lots of knowledge, so they can have a suitcase full of skills and abilities that they can forever take with them. This is supposed to be a step towards their growth.
Mhm.
And we want to hold them and help them as much as we can for them to continue to flourish and expand on their ability. And I truly, truly pride myself in doing that. Whenever I encounter a student who's struggling, I'm always trying to reinforce them and help them and guide them and be like, you got this. It's okay. Talk to me. How can we do this? Well, you're having a hard time with this. Have you checked out this opportunity? Maybe you should look into that. It's truly, truly necessary and valuable for us to focus on that.
Yes. With your positive energy, you're always willing to go forward and help students.
Thank you.
What's next for you? And do you have a future goal in education or leadership that you worked towards?
Absolutely. Currently, I'm taking my master's at Baruch for higher education administration, and it's been an incredible experience being in class amongst CUNY professionals across the city. I'm very ambitious, and I don't hide it. One day, I would love to become a college president. You
should go for it. I see it.
I truly, truly enjoy higher education. I see the impact it had on my life, and I see the impact it had on other students that I was able to meet throughout my path and their path when our path crossed. And I see how much it has shaped their experience. And I want to continue to be part of this. Higher education, not only higher education, but post-secondary education opens doors, if not gates, for your adult life, your future life. And to be part of this journey really, really fulfills my soul. I want to continue working in higher ed, whether engaging with pre-college programs, whether engaging with academic departments, or the technical part of registering and admitting students. I enjoy all of it, and I want to take part of that. I will continue pursuing that, learning and experiencing it all together until one day I become a president. Who knows?
You just never know. And I see it in you all the way. You should go all the way for your dreams and your goals.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your visions and your advice for students here at Bronx Community College. Until the next time, this is EDU Crossroads Podcast. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to EDU Crossroads Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's conversation and found it inspiring. Don't forget to subscribe, share with others, and join us next time for more stories and ideas shaping the future of education. Spread the word.